We've had a message coming from Andre Lacourse. He's watched one of the other Llyn Peninsula sea fishing videos, and he said, "Hi, I'm holidaying there in a couple of weeks." Says he hopes to do a bit of fishing, but unfortunately he's got nerve damage in his leg. That makes the rock hopping a bit more dangerous, and he wanted to know if there are any marks that we could recommend near Patella for the slightly disabled. Well, there are actually, and although the Llyn is more well known for its rock marks, deep water rock marks and rock hopping, there are a few marks within about 20 minutes of Patella. First one would actually be in Patella itself. So this is Patella Harbor. You've got two sides to the harbour. A second best would probably be this side, the Aberark side, where you can fish back into Aberark for flatfish and mullet, although there are still a few boulders and tricky rocks to get down, especially to land a fish from the harbour side there. So I'd recommend you come down the coast road, you go through a little housing estate, past Gimlet Rock, which is a large rock on the seafront, and then through the caravan site. And if you park up at the end there, you'll find access either to the harbour side, where you can cast into the main channel all states of the tide, and that'll fish right the way up, and it's like an easier walk really. So that would be the first place to try. The other alternative would be to park up near Gimlet Rock on the right hand side before you reach the caravan park there, and even short casts will land bream as well as bass, pollock, and flatfish as well. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous or a little bit more mobile, you can go along the rocks that way or further down the beach. There's various places and options. Zooming in on the second mark to try here, which is near a rock called Carroca Divide. Apologies for the pronunciation, but this is basically the other far end of Patella main beach. And you zoom out there, you can see it's on the coast road between Patella and Llanbedrog. And what you're looking for is a left-hand turn there. And it's like a little lane you can park there. There's no parking spots or paid for parking there at the moment, so you head down here, which will bring you out on the beach. Now you could cast there, but it's advantageous actually to walk out to this rock mark here. Again, that would involve a little bit of trudging across the rocks, but you can certainly try and cast out towards the mussel beds there, again for black bream, pollock, flatfish. They even had a stingray there a few years ago now, but it's not a bad little spot, that one. And you see there's an arrow there made out of rocks. I wonder what's there. Pot of gold maybe? You'll have to find out. Another one to try would be down on the tip of the headland at Aberdaron. A lot of people head for Uchmynydd, which is the rock marks, the deep rock marks and hard work to get to. Good fishing, but there's also good fishing here at the mouth of the river. There's easy parking in the town, so you could always park in the town and then walk. It's all sort of flat concrete walking there, and then even onto the beach you're going to walk a few 100 yards to find a little spot, pick out those boulders and rocks at low tide and then fish it up. Surf running might produce the odd bass or two as well, and it's a lovely beach, that one, so that would be quite an easy beach to try. Another one I was thinking of would be Criccieth. So heading back away from the peninsula, it's only 20 minutes or so from Patella, but you've got parking at Criccieth all the way along, and can produce some good fishing there as well. I've got a feeling Sea Angler did an article of it on it not too long ago. So your main flatfish species worth looking at there, and then you've got parking all along the seafront, and there are easier ways down to the beach there. To be honest, I haven't fished this for years now, but I would say, even just looking at Google Earth, that would be another good option for you, and I know it does produce fish. They've had bullhuss and dogfish here in close. Another option is, it's very touristy town, this one. This is Abersoch, and in peak holiday times it's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, but away from the crowds you could fish right in Abersoch where the river comes in here, and you can park where the road bends round there. You can walk down at the end. Just bring this screenshot round. Yeah, so you can see there it's quite a big tidal zone, so you'd want to be fishing with the tide in some amount, maybe over the top of the tide might be a good time to start. There's a jetty right at the end. I've got a feeling it says no fishing on it, but you can certainly fish near it as that river comes in. So yeah, that would be quite a good one to try. Another place on the north coast, actually the north coast is mostly rock marks, or many of them really hard to get to, is to head for Llyn. And just before you get to Llyn, if you head off down here, there's a car park actually. I'll zoom in. So this road that comes up here leads to the beach, and there are some parking spots down here on the left hand side. So you can get quite good access to the beach. It's not the most prolific mark, this, and it would be better early morning or evening. And there's sort of eelgrass out here somewhere and closer in. But I do know people that have got some good flatfish here. I've certainly had mackerel off the beach here, although it's quite shallow. The shoals can come in summer quite close. Not the best mackerel mark on the peninsula at all, but it's certainly possible. Bass, pollock as well. You get a smaller pollock in here, and the water can go really nice and clear. It might be somewhere to try saltwater fly fishing or light rock fishing. So yeah, do you want to park here, walk down to the beach and just have a go off the beach? That'll be easier access. At high tide, the tide comes right up to the rocks there, so you've got to watch out for that. Actually hit some of these houses and pubs and stuff on the beach. But yeah, and it's a beautiful venue there as well, so that might be one you want to try.